I like seeing you, but then when he comes back to the recording, then you can't, if you decide to do the class later with the recording, you won't be able to see me very well. So where were we? Oh, then we'll do Yoga Nidra, and after that, the class is over. If you find that you're having any pain while you're doing the class, please stop. Stop immediately, but slowly back out of whatever posture you're in. And then go back into it and stop just before you get the pain. Please don't pain is not good. No pain, no gain doesn't apply here. Discomfort is okay. Push yourself, but not pain. So if you in fact start feeling pain, please back out. Know your limitations. Every day is different. Maybe yesterday you were very flexible, but today your body doesn't want to be flexible. That's okay. Stay with it. It's okay. And don't judge the body. If the body doesn't want to go into a posture, again, like I said, it's okay. Because in struggling with that, the body will become tense. We don't want the body to become tense. We don't want the body to be tense. Quite the contrary, we want to be relaxed. So with that being said, if you're wearing glasses, please take your glasses off and sit comfortably as you possibly can. And I'd like to take 1 minute before we begin to think of the people in our lives who have loved us into being. I will mind the time and we'll begin now. If it makes you smile, please smile. 1 minute, keep your eyes closed. The people in your life that have loved you into being. Alrighty, keep your eyes closed. The minute is over. I want you to observe how you feel, how it feels, how the body feels, how the mind feels. You may be observing a difference from before you did that 1 minute to now. The difference is love. And that's what will be our focus today. At this moment, become aware of why you're here. And I don't mean existentially, I mean in this class. Why are you here today? And I want you to set an intention for being here. Whatever that may be, there's no right or wrong answer. And I'd like you to add love and compassion to that intention. The love and the compassion will solidify it and will magnify it. As you're breathing in, bring your shoulders up, take them back, and as you're breathing out, just drop them gently. Bring your hands in your lap, right palm holding the left, and the thumbs gently touching each other. Keep your eyes closed. Make sure you're comfortable the way you're sitting. And breathe in through your nose and breathe out through the center of your lips. In through the nose and out through the center of the lips. The body now knows it's time to slow down. When we breathe out through the center of the lips, that's what we're telling the body. We're giving it a physical cue. In through the nose and out through the center of the lips. Become aware of your breath as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Become aware of the environment around you, the floor beneath you. Be aware of how well supported you are. Be aware of the temperature around you. Is the temperature on your left big toe the same as the temperature on your right thumb? Just observe. What is the temperature on your skin throughout your body? Become aware of the sounds around you. Excuse me. The sound of my voice, the sound of maybe animals in your house or people in the house, wherever you are. Go beyond hearing to listening. Listen to the sounds around you. Become aware of the sound as it enters your ears, and try to feel the vibration of that sound in the ear canals. Become aware of the taste in your mouth. No judgment, not good, not bad. Just be aware of having a taste in the mouth and where in the mouth you're feeling it or tasting. Become aware of any scent in the air. Breathe, but breathe in with the intention of smelling. And notice how breathing that way may be different than simply taking the breath in. Keeping your eyes closed, be aware of what's in front of you. Be aware of what's behind you. Be aware of what's to your left. And be aware of what's to your right. And be aware of what's above. At this moment in time, you're safe. At this moment in time, you're nourished. At this moment in time, you're protected. And at this moment in time, you're connecting. As you're breathing in, become aware of breath being a life source. And as you're breathing out, be aware of sharing that life source. As you're breathing in, become aware of that breath coming to the center of the chest, bottom right hand corner of your heart, the center of your chest. Visualize yourself sitting at the center of your chest. And from that vantage point, I'd like you to observe the breath as it's entering the body. And observe as the breath leaves the body. From the center of the chest, observe the body, the physical body. From the center of your chest, observe your spiritual body. Become aware of that which you are. Be aware of aligning the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. So hum. Be aware of being that. And for those of you who know it, please join me now. Sarvetra Sukhina Santu Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Patrani Pashantu Ma Kashitu Kamapna Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunatu Sahaveryam Karvavahe Tejasvina Vahitamastu Ma Vivishavahe. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May every being be happy. May every being be free from all diseases. May every being feel and appear blissful. May there not be trace of sorrow within any being. Bless us so we may live together. We may be nourished together and learn the brilliance of this knowledge together, leading to self-unfoldment without any sense of pride, prejudice, or ego. May peace prevail along our bodies and our minds. May peace prevail throughout all the celestial bodies in the cosmos. And may peace prevail along our journey to self-realization. May peace prevail. Om Shanti. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands on your knees with your palms facing toward the sky. Fingers are out and extended, but relaxed, please. Above all, relaxed. Become aware of the crown of your head, the center of the chest, where we have just settled, and the center of your palms. We'll be chanting Om 5 times. Become aware of the vibration as you're chanting, as it begins in the center of the chest and reverberates throughout the body. Om is A-U-M. Don't try to extend it. Don't try to control it. Just allow it to happen. Once again, Be aware of it beginning at the center of the chest and enjoy the vibration. The connection at the crown of the head. Space at the center of the chest where it begins. And the receiving at the center of the palms. Take a deep breath in and we'll begin. Without moving your body or your hands, keeping your eyes closed, be aware of any heaviness that has settled in your hands and in your fingers. Don't move your fingers or your hands. Just be aware of the heaviness, as if you're carrying something. Without moving again, keep your eyes closed. Be aware of where in your body there may be some fatigue, some pain, maybe some fear, some discomfort. If you find that it's in your mind, that your mind is racing, wherever that is, I'd like you to place your hands at this time. If it's your mind, place them on top of your head. So the fingers are on top of the head and the palms are on the side of the head. If it's somewhere else in the body, wherever that is, be aware of the energy being transferred. Be aware of the healing power of prana, of your own prana. Become aware of your intention. And at this moment, live that intention. Once your hands are light, and the space where your hands are placed is also light, bring the hands back onto the knees, palms facing toward the sky. Take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Breathe in again. And as you're breathing out, become aware of the breath leaving the body. Breathe in one more time. And as you're breathing out, begin at the crown of the head and let the breath flow throughout your body all the way down to the tips of the toes in gratitude for this body you've been gifted. Om Shanti. Namaste. And slowly and gently, when you're ready, please open your eyes and extend your legs in front of you. Take a moment for the legs to wake up, the toes, the ankles, It seems like some days there's no stiffness. And then there's other days where there's nothing but stiffness, right? And that's okay too. Just be aware of it. Okay, we're going to begin with the toes today. And so I'd like you to keep the legs extended in front of you. And the feet are perpendicular to the ground. Give yourself a moment for your legs to wake up. They may still be waking up. Excuse me. So what we'll be doing, watch and then we'll do it together. Feet are perpendicular to the ground, they're energized. I'd like you to bring your hands back so that you have support for your back. I don't want you to lean back. I want the back to be fairly straight, but supported. Not too much weight because you don't want to put too much weight on the elbows. But I also don't want you to have any back pain when doing this. I want the focus to be only on the asana, on the posture. So we'll begin with the toes. As we breathe in, we're going to bring the toes toward us. And as we breathe out, we take the toes away from us. I want you to notice that my feet aren't moving. The only thing that's moving is my toes, coordinating with my breath. As I breathe in, the toes come toward me. And as I breathe out, the toes go away from me. So we'll begin there. Let me just say that this is a really important posture. We're really not aware of how little we bend our toes and how little movement we have throughout in that area of the body, but it's really important. It's important for the lymphatic system. It's important for the circulatory system. If you're pre-diabetic or if you are diabetic, this is very important because you want to keep the extremities in the body always moving. At least try to energize them once a day, and this is a good way of doing it. And of course, the lymphatic system, because we want to eliminate all the toxins in the body. So let's begin. You can keep your eyes closed so that you can feel what you're doing, do so. If you're not sure what I'm doing, open them and look, and then just close them again. So let's begin. As we breathe in, bring the toes toward you as much as you can, and the toes will open up and spread out. And as you're breathing out, crunch the toes together and point them away from you. Breathing in, bring the toes toward you. And as you're breathing out, take them away from you. Breathing in, the toes come toward you and they open up. And breathing out, they go away from you. Continue to do 5 more breaths, coordinating with the toes. You may find that your toes don't move very much because you're not used to doing this, and that's okay. Understand that in yoga, it's a subtle aspect of the postures that make all the difference. And with time and practice, you'll find that your toes will move more. Once you've finished your 5 rounds, relax the feet, relax the legs, keep the eyes closed. And I want you to be aware. Let your awareness settle in the toes. Be aware of how light they feel now. And if you feel any energy running through the toes, you can just wiggle them and let the energy flow out. Okay, now we'll proceed to the ankles. So the feet are in the same position, energized. And as we breathe in, you're going to bend from the ankle, not just the toes, but the toes and the ankle. And as you breathe out, you point the toes away from you and point the feet away from you. So the whole foot is moving now. Breathing in, the feet come toward us, and breathing out, you point it away from you. Okay, so now we'll begin. Stay in this position, perpendicular to the ground. Excuse me. Take a moment to just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. And now, as you're breathing in, bend from the ankle. Feet are coming toward us. And as we're breathing out, we point the feet away from us. Point the toes. Breathing in, bring the feet toward you. And breathing out, point the feet away from you. Breathing in, bring the feet toward you. And breathing out, Point the toes away from you. Do 5 more at your own pace, with your own breath. Let your awareness settle in the ankles. As you're breathing in, become aware of the energy rising through your legs, through the hips, up the spine toward the brain. And as you're breathing out, feel the energy as it runs down the spine, through the hips, through the legs, and out the toes. Become aware of that energy as it flows through your legs, through the hips, up the spine as you're breathing in, and down the spine, through the hips, through the legs, and out the toes as you're breathing out. Once you've finished your 5 rounds, relax the feet, relax the legs, keep the eyes closed. And once again, become aware of how light the feet feel now. So the toes feel light, but so do the feet. The complete foot. You might feel some lightness in the ankles. It might have reflected through the legs, the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back. Just observe. I'd like you to observe what's happening in the body as you're doing the asana. Okay, now bring the feet close together, but not touching, but close together. We're going to be making circles with our feet. So we begin in the center, breathing in. As you're breathing out, you take the feet to the right, point them away from you, finish that breath out, and as you breathe in, you take them to the left and back to center position. So let's begin. Breathing out, take the feet to the right, point the toes away from you, and breathing in, start going to the left and bring them back to center. Breathing out to the right, point the toes away from you, and breathing in to the left and bring them toward you, back to center. Breathing out to the right and away from you, and breathing in to the left and back to center. One more. Breathing out to the right, point them away from you, and breathing into the left and toward you. Come back to center, and now we'll go in the opposite direction. As you breathe out, we go to the left and point them away from you, and breathing in, we go to the right and bring them toward you. Breathing out to the left and point them away from you, and breathing in to the right and toward you. Continue, please. 3 more rounds. Become aware of the effect of the posture. As the feet go to the right, you feel it in the left hip socket. And as the feet go to the left, you feel it in your right hip socket. The bigger the circles, the more you will feel it. The bigger the circles, the bigger the effect throughout the body. Once you're finished with your 3 rounds, come back to center. I want you to be aware of what's happening in the ankles, but I also want you to be aware of what's happening throughout your legs, specifically your hip sockets. Now separate the feet, and the feet are going to be going in opposite directions. This is really beautiful for the brain because the feet are used to going synchronized, but now we're not synchronizing. They're going in opposite directions. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, but what you may find is that you're not sure whether the feet are doing it right, and that's very normal because you're kind of tricking the brain by doing this. But it's very beautiful because making the brain work provides a healthy brain. So the way we do this, we begin in the center. As we breathe out, we're going to point the toes toward each other in the center, point them away from us, and as we breathe in, we take them to the side and back to the original position. So let's begin. Breathing out, the toes go toward the center, point at each other. Finish the breath out by pointing them away from you, and breathing in to the sides and back to center. Breathing out, the toes point toward each other. Finish the breath out by pointing them away from you, and start breathing in and take them out and back to center. 2 more. Bring them toward the center, point them away from you, take them out and back to the original position. One more. Point them away from you as you're breathing out. Remember, coordinate with your breath. And as you're breathing in, to the side and back to center. And now we'll go in the opposite direction. As we breathe out, the feet point out and away from us. And as we breathe in, they point toward each other and come back to your original position. As we breathe out, let's begin. The feet go out and we point the toes away from us. And as we breathe in, the big toes come toward each other and we come back to center. Let's do 3 more. Breathing out, the feet go to the outside and they point away from us. And breathing in, they come toward each other and back to center. Breathing out, feet go toward the outside, they point away from us. And breathing in, center. Breathing out, one more. To the outside, point them away from you. And breathing in, we come together and come back to center. Stay here, keep your eyes closed. Be aware of what's happening in the legs, what's happening in the feet. Is everyone okay? Yeah? Okay. You can hear me okay? Yes? Okay. All righty. I want you to be aware of what's happening in the feet and what's happening in the legs. But again, keep your eyes closed and let your awareness rest in the rest of the body. Although we've only moved the feet, the effect can be felt in the rest of the body. So try to stay with your body and observe what's happening. Okay, now we're going to go to the knees. Let go of your arms, come back. I want you to release the arms so that you don't have any pain in your elbows. Just bring your arms, just kind of bend them back and forth. All righty, and now bring your arms back again. We're going to focus on the knees. This is very good to energize the knee, of course, but also to support the knee. The muscles around the knee are very necessary to have healthy knees. So if we can learn how to do this, and if you can do this every day, if you're having issues with your knees, this would be very good. But this is also very good to drain the lymphatic system. So what we will be doing, we'll start with one knee, and then we'll do the other one, and then we'll do them together. So I'll begin with my left so you can see what's happening. So I want you to observe. Feet are relaxed. I don't want the feet to be engaged. The feet are relaxed. The rest of the body is relaxed. The only thing that's going to be engaged is the knee, the muscles that support it, and maybe a little bit here. So watch my foot because I want you to observe that it's relaxed. The only thing that I'm tensing is my knee. And then I'll release it. We'll be counting. We'll be doing it to the count of 5. I want you to hold it. So we'll begin. Make sure your feet are relaxed. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to just take a breath for a moment. Breathe in, and then breathe out, and now we'll begin. I'd like you to tense the knee, bring the knee in, become aware of the muscles around it, relax the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it. Make sure you're not tensing the other knee. One more time, tense the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release it. Once again, breathe in, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release it. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release it. Make sure the foot is relaxed. One more time. Tense the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it. Okay, excellent. Now we'll do the right knee. So make sure the foot on the left side is going to want to tense up because it's already done it, right? So it wants to participate. Don't let it participate. It's only the right. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to feel the difference between your left knee and your right knee right now because you will feel the difference. All righty, and now we'll begin with the left. Tense the right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release it. Tense it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release it. Make sure your foot is relaxed. Once again, tense it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release it. Make sure the left knee is not being engaged. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release it. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release it. Okay, now we're going to do both at the same time. Your feet are going to want to get tense. Don't let them. Make sure that they're relaxed. And I want you to observe, right now, just close your eyes before we begin. Observe what's happening in both. Prior to this, they felt out of balance. Now that you've done it in both knees, they're more in balance. And now let's do them together. So let's begin. Tense both knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release them. Tense them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release them. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release them. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release them. Keep your eyes closed. Become aware of what's happening in the leg. There's a lightness, but I also want you to notice that maybe you're feeling a suppleness around the knee area that maybe wasn't there before. And slowly and gently, open your eyes. Okay. Become aware of your body. Become aware of where in the room the body is right now. We're going to actually bend the knee now, and we're going to engage the hip joint as well. So what we'll be doing is, we'll be bringing one foot to the body, as close to the body as you can get it. But I want you to bring your hands behind your thigh and between the thigh and the calf. Try to keep your back straight and observe what I'm going to be doing. See, I'm bringing my leg to my chest, so I can't breathe as well when my knee is here. So this is breath out here. As I breathe in, I'm going to take the foot forward, extend the legs, straighten the arms, breathing in, and the foot stays off the ground. As I'm breathing out, I bring the foot back toward me, and I crank the toes so that they're coming toward me. But observe, my ankle or my heel is not on the ground. The heel is off the ground. So breathing in, I come forward, I point the toes, keep the toe off the ground. And as I'm breathing out, I bring the foot back and the heel is off the ground. So we'll do this together. We'll switch and we'll do both legs, but I'd like you to do it with your eyes closed if you can. I want you to observe what's going on, what's happening, and enjoy. So let's begin. Bring the foot back. You'll start with a foot on the ground. Hands are behind your leg. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, stay here. Good. And as you breathe in, extend the leg forward, arms straighten out, point the toe. And as you're breathing out, bring that knee toward the chest. Make sure the heel is off the ground. Breathing in, extend the leg, point the toes away from you. And breathing out, bring that foot off the ground. Breathing in, go forward, take your time. And breathing out, bring that leg toward you. Breathing in, extend the leg. And breathing out, bring it toward you. One more. Breathing in, extend the leg. And breathing out, bring it toward you. And slowly and gently drop the heel on the ground and extend the leg. Now we'll do the other side. So bring that right foot toward you. Again, you're holding behind the thigh. Okay, this is breathing out position. Remember, you're breathing out wide. because the knee is close to the chest and it's harder to breathe when it's like this. So this will give you, if you decide to do it at home, that'll give you a thought, right? Okay, the knee is close to me, so it's harder to breathe. Now, once I'm separating the foot, then I have room to breathe. So remember that. All right. So breathe in and breathe out. And now, as you're breathing in, extend the leg, point the toes away from you, arms are straight. And breathing out, bring the foot toward you, make sure the heel is off the ground. Breathing in, extend the leg, point the toes away from you. And breathing out, bring the leg toward you. Breathing in, away from you. And breathing out, toward you. Breathing in, make sure the feet are off the foot is off the ground. And breathing out, make sure your heel is off the ground. One more. Breathing in, extend the foot, point the toes. And breathing out, bring it back toward the body. Bring the foot on the ground. Extend both legs. Keep your eyes closed. And slowly and gently open your eyes. Okay. I'd like you to bring your feet toward your groin region. We're going to do Titiasana, butterfly posture. Interlace your fingers over your toes. If you get a cramp like I am right now in your toes, just extend the feet and then come back into position. Okay. This is a very beautiful posture. Let me tell you, the beauty of Titiasana, of course, it's opening the hips, but there's another beauty to Titiasana, to butterfly. It's a very beautiful way to become grounded. As we lift our legs, I'm going to ask you to observe your spine, the tip of your spine. The tip of the spine gets very close to the ground. It's the closest it is in any posture. And as you bring the legs down, you'll observe how you make space for that tip of the spine. So this is a very beautiful opportunity to become grounded in a very gentle and subtle way. So let's begin. Do the best that you can. Try to keep your arms straight. If you keep your arms straight, it ensures that the back is straight. The moment I bend my elbows, look at my spine curves. So you want to keep the arms straight. As you're breathing in, you're going to be raising the knees up. And as you're breathing out, you're going to be bringing the knees down. So let's begin. Take a moment. All righty. Just breathe here for a moment. Breathe in. And breathe out. And now, as you're breathing in, raise your knees up. And as you're breathing out, bring the knees down. As close to the ground as you can get them. Breathing in, raise the knees up. Now observe the tip of your spine. Feel as it comes down to the ground. And as you're breathing out, observe. You're creating space between the spine and the ground. Breathing in, bring the knees up. And as you're breathing out, bring the knees down. Breathing in, observe the spine. Become aware of being nourished and receiving through the spine. And as you're breathing out, become aware of releasing through the spine. Become aware of the ground below you, breathing in and receiving that nourishing energy. And as you're breathing out, become aware of releasing any toxic energy. Breathing in. And breathing out. 2 more at your own pace, with your own breath, with the awareness being at the tip of the spine and observing the energy as it rises and as it flows downward. Slowly and gently. Keep your eyes closed, but let your legs relax. Leave them in this posture. Don't move the leg. Don't move from the posture, but I'd like you to relax in this posture. Become aware of the connection with Mother Earth, with the ground below you. Become aware of the connection with the universe around you. Be aware of the connection, but also be aware of being one with the universe around you. Slowly and gently, please, very slowly and very gently, extend the leg. Okay, so from here, I'd like you to take the left foot back. So you're going to bend your knee and your calf is coming back. Okay, then you're going to take the right foot and place it at the left knee. Don't bring it to your groin. I want it placed at the knee, okay? Make sure you're in the center of your mat because you're going to be going down to both sides. So you want to be centered so that you can do that. I'll give you a moment to do that. Okay, so this is centered right here. This is where we begin. Now observe what I'm going to be doing. As I'm breathing out, I'm turning to the right and I'm going down. Some of you may be able to get down this far, and that's fine. If this is what your body lets you do today, that's fine. Some of you will be able to stack your fists and put your head on your fist, and that's fine. And some of you will be able to come down all the way. Now, when you're down there, I want you to observe your forearms and your palms are on the ground, okay? Keep that position. The forearms and the palms on the ground, and the head is on the ground. As we come out of the posture, you're going to be straightening the arms, moving the hands toward the body, and then coming back to center. Be very careful. Try not to come up and pull anything in the back. Use your arms. Anytime we're twisting or doing anything with the back, use your arms to come out of the posture. So let's begin. Make sure your left foot is back, right? Your right foot is at the knee, not near the groin region. The problem with being near the groin region is then you don't have a space to come down. So we bring the knee forward so that we have a space next to us. Breathing in the center. And as you breathe out, turn to the right and come down onto the mat. Wherever you can, honor your body. But don't underestimate your body either. And come down wherever your body lets you. Become aware of your Ajna chakra, that center between the eyebrows in the center of the brain. Become aware of the ground below you. And be aware of connecting with the ground below you. If your head is on your fists, be aware of that energy flowing through the fists and into your Ajna chakra. If your head is above the ground, be aware of that energy rising and reaching you. And if your head is directly on the ground, feel that connection and that energy entering into the Ajna chakra. Feel the flow of that energy, feel that connection. Breathe in through your nose. And as you're breathing out, I would like you to breathe out with a nice open mouth. Ah, nice big sigh. Breathe in through the nose. And breathe out with an open mouth. Ah. Become aware of the release that happens with that exhalation. Become aware of surrendering and becoming part of the ground below you, being one with the ground below you. Become aware of connecting Become aware of being. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out with an open mouth. As you breathe out this way, you will release toxins. You'll release physical toxins, you'll release emotional toxins, and you'll release mental toxins. And you will transform that toxicity into nourishment. You will shift, you will turn it around and understand that that same energy is also that love, is also that nourishment. One more time, breathe in through your nose and breathe out with an open mouth. If you can bring the chest closer to the ground, do so. You'll start feeling the expansion in the chest as you do that. You may not be able to reach the ground, and that's okay. And I want you to feel the expansion and the release. Slowly and gently, please, very slowly and very gently, straighten your elbows and start walking your hands back to your body and come back to center. Extend the left leg, extend the right leg. Okay, and now we'll do the opposite side. So you're going to be taking the right foot back. And if it's bothering your toes or if it's bothering the top of your right foot, you can bring the foot to the side like that too, okay? If this position is hard on you and hard on the ankle, just bring it to the side, just adjust it. And now you're going to be bringing the left foot to the knee. Okay, breathe in the center. And as you're breathing out, turn to the left and come down on the ground. Do the best that you can. Forearms are on the ground, palms are on the ground. Be aware of the posture. Be aware of being in the posture. Allow yourself to relax in this posture. Be aware that one side is always stiffer than the other. Try not to pass any judgment. Let the awareness rest there. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out with an open mouth. And start feeling the connection with the ground below you. Become aware of being one. Be aware of releasing any toxins. And be aware of the transformation and receiving nourishment. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out with an open mouth. Allow the body to relax. Let go of the hips. There's nothing to hold on to here. Be aware of surrendering. Be aware of releasing. And be aware of receiving. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out with an open mouth. Allow yourself to just be. Gently try to bring the chest closer to the ground. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out with an open mouth. Be aware of your intention. And add love and compassion to that intention. Slowly, very slowly and very gently, Straighten the elbows. Start walking your hands back toward your body. Please keep your eyes closed. Come back to center. Extend the legs. Keep the eyes closed. And become aware of what's happening in your body. Please lie down on your back with your head toward your computer, your head toward my voice. If your computer's on your side, that's fine too, if that's how you're watching. Whatever's convenient for you, but if you can lie down with your head toward me, it's better. Anytime you're receiving from a yoga teacher, we receive through the crown of the head. And so it's best if you can have the crown of your head toward that person. And we release through the feet. So it's best if your feet are away from that person. And lighten Shavasana, please. Arms are at your side, palms toward the sky. Your feet are out and relaxed. Legs are out, maybe a foot, 2 feet apart, whatever is comfortable for you, whatever your sweet spot in the hips are, so that you relax. Bend your knees. Bring the knees to the chest. Hug the knees. Don't move, don't rock. Just bring the knees to the chest and hug them. And now extend the legs again. Back into Shavasana. Become aware of the state in which your body is right now. Become aware of just being. And slowly, very, very slowly, very gently, repeat after me. I am whole. I am full. I am total. I'm complete. I am perfect. I am Purnam. I am Sunyam in Purnam. I'm rich in the knowledge. I'm beautiful the way I am. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. Allow those words to settle into every cell in your body. Allow them to settle into every mind and every heart in every cell in your body. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of this body you've been gifted. Become aware of your intention. And add love and compassion to that intention. Slowly and gently bend your knees. If you need to watch what I'm doing, you can do that. But if you can try to do it without watching and just follow the instructions, do that as well. And try to keep your eyes closed. Interlace your fingers under your head. And now bring the knees to your chest. Bring them as close to your chest as you can. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, bring the knees on the ground all the way down. If your right elbow lifts, that's okay. It just means you have some stiffness. And that's why we're doing this. Try to keep the knees as close to your body as you can. Don't straighten the legs. Relax the body. Relax the feet. Relax the knees. And once your body is relaxed, turn your face toward the right side very slowly. I want you to observe what happens as you're turning your face toward the right. Feel the pull in your armpit. Feel the pull across the back. It's very, very gentle and very beautiful. Relax the right elbow. Relax your chest. Relax your face. Slowly and gently bring your face back to center. And bring the knees up. Keep the feet off the ground. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, go to the right. Bring the knees all the way down. Try to keep them as close to your body as you can. Your left elbow may lift, and that's okay. It's lifting because you have stiffness. And this is why we're doing this, to release the stiffness. Release the knees, just let them go. Keep them bent, but let them go. Relax the feet. Now I want you to be aware of your left armpit. And I'd like you to start turning your face to the left and feel what happens there when you're turning your head. It's beautiful. It's a very beautiful pull. Relax that left elbow. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Try to put a smile on your face, knowing the benefit that your body is reaping and receiving. Bring your face back to center. Bring the knees up. And bring the feet back on the ground. And stay here with the knees bent. Keep the fingers interlaced under your head. And now I'd like you to separate the feet to the width of your mat. So you'll have the feet at the edge of the mat. If you're not on a mat, it's about 2 or 3 feet. And now bring the knees toward each other. So you're just going to let the knees collapse toward each other. We're just resting. Become aware of resting in this posture. Become aware of the space that you've created in both armpits. Become aware of the space that's been created throughout the hips, the legs, the feet, the knees. And become aware of creating space throughout your torso and energizing all your organs. Bring the knees back so that they're pointing toward the sky. You separate them. And as you're breathing out, take the knees to the left. Don't move the feet. The knees go down, all the way down on the ground, if you can.
Release the knees, just let them drop. Let the body relax. And once again, you're going to be turning your face to the right. This time you won't be feeling in the armpit. You'll be feeling it along the back. Relax your face. Relax your arms. Let your body collapse into the ground in this position. Slowly and gently turn your head so that your face is toward the sky. Bring the knees up, keeping the feet still down at the mat. And as you're breathing out, bring the knees on the right, all the way down on the ground. The right knee will go all the way down. The left will probably not touch the ground, and that's okay. If you need to adjust your shoulder blades, do so. Feel the twist on the right side of your waist. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, turn your head toward the left. Observe what happens when you turn your head. Again, you're not going to feel it in the armpit, but you will feel it throughout your back and at the neck. Become aware of any stiffness and let go. Release. Release the muscles, release the joints. Just relax in this position. Be aware of surrendering to the ground below you. Nothing to hold on to. Slowly and gently, bring the face back up to center. And bring your knees up. Extend the legs. Bring the arms at your side, palms facing toward the sky. And lie in Shavasana. Become aware of the effect of the posture on your body. Become aware of the effect of the breath on the body. That nourishing breath. We will be going into Yoga Nidra. If you need a blanket, please get one now. Your temperature might drop and you might get a little cold. So it might be a good idea if you feel that you might be cold to put a blanket on over your body. And stay in Shavasana. If you're not already, please turn so that your head is facing toward the computer or your iPad or your phone, whatever you're listening to me on, so that you can receive through the crown of the head. There's nothing for you to see. You will just be listening. You're lying in Shavasana. Arms are at your side, but they're not touching your body. Your palms are facing toward the sky. The fingers are relaxed. Your feet are separated. I don't know, maybe 2 feet, 1 foot, 3 feet apart, whatever it is that's comfortable for you. Make sure that the hips are relaxed when you separate the feet and the legs. And just become aware of the breath as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Observe the breath. As you're breathing in, the stomach rises. And as you're breathing out, the stomach goes down. Observe it. I don't want you to try to make it happen. I just want you to observe. Observe as you're breathing in, the stomach rising. And as you breathe out, the stomach going down. This is the way your body naturally wants to breathe. And now I'd like you to observe the breath as it's entering into the nostrils and follow it as it goes past the upper palate, the pharynx, the larynx, into the windpipe, the bronchial passages, and into the lungs. Observe how the lungs get filled. And now I'd like you to observe how the breath leaves. Use the lungs, through the bronchial passages, the windpipe, the larynx, the pharynx, the upper palate, and out the nostrils. Observe and follow it. And now I'd like you to observe what it is that makes that breath happen. That energy that pushes the breath into the body. Go beyond your breath to that energy, to prana. And observe it pushing and creating that breath, because the breath cannot happen without prana. So observe the creation of this breath through prana. Become aware that that prana is that nourishment, sure, it's that life force. Become aware that that's the energy that connects us all. Excuse me. Now I'd like you to take a journey with me. Be aware of my words. Try to stay awake. We will be going into a poppy field, beautiful poppy field. As far as you can see, all you can see are poppies. You're the only person standing in this field. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining, but there's a nice cool breeze. You can feel the breeze on your cheeks. And be aware of the butterflies that are flying. Be aware of the wind and the butterflies taking advantage of that wind to help them fly. They're flowing. They're not fighting the wind. They're flowing with the wind. And I want you to be aware of a path in the middle of this poppy field. You're actually standing on this path. You're barefoot, and your feet are touching the soil. The soil is a beautiful orangish brown. It's very rich in nutrients, and it's very soft below the feet. I want you to start walking down this path. The path is about 3 feet wide, maybe 4 feet wide. Very clean. There's nothing in this path, just beautiful soil. And all around you, poppies, beautiful orange poppies. Become aware of the outside, the environment, the beauty of the environment. Sound of birds. Don't see them, but we can hear them. But up ahead, in this path, I want you to observe there's a small weed about 10 feet in front of you. When you get to this weed, I'd like you to stop. And I'd like you to hold on to that weed. I want you to bend down, hold on to that weed, and gently pull and pull it out of the ground. Very easy to pull because it's a very small weed and the roots are very shallow. And I'd like you to shake it, shake the soil off the roots. Put the weed aside on the path. Don't hurt it, just put it aside. And I want you to observe the hole in which that weed was sitting. And I want you to observe the dirt automatically filling that hole without your effort. Just observe it happening. stand up. And now I want you to continue walking down the path. Again, observe this environment, this beautiful environment. And about 10 feet in front of you, once again, in the middle of this clean path is another weed that's a little bit bigger than the last weed. When you get to it, I'd like you to stop. I'd like you to bend down. And I'd like you to take it and gently tug at it. It's going to take a little more work than the last one, but not much more because it's not that much bigger. Once you've taken it out, I want you to shake it, shake the soil off the roots, and set it aside. Don't hurt it. And I want you to observe the hole that was left. And again, the dirt just slowly is falling into that earth, into that hole and filling it. Amazing, right? The way of the universe, where there is a hole that needs to be filled, it will be filled. It'll be filled by what it needs. Continue down the path. And once again, ahead of you is another weed. This one's bigger. This one's maybe a foot tall, a little sturdier. You can see that the stalk is quite sturdy. And I'd like you to stop when you get to it. I want you to take a hold of it, and I'd like you to pull. It's not as easy to pull this one, but I don't want you to try very hard. I want you to take small tugs, a little bit at a time. And with each small tug, it starts coming out. The roots start coming undone. Keep tugging, and now feel it. Feel it as it's coming out. Got it. Okay, shake it. There's a lot of soil. These roots are much longer than the other ones. There's a lot of soil. Shake it. Let it go. Let that soil drop. And now set it aside once again and observe. That hole is much bigger than the other two, but it too is getting filled with the soil around it. That hole won't remain. The soil will fill it. It's the natural way of the universe. It's the way the universe flows. I'd like you to keep walking. Again, feel that beautiful soil under your feet, the softness of the soil under the feet, wind on the skin, the texture of the soil on your fingers. And ahead, there's a little clearing with a bench, very pretty bench. It's white. It's very comfortable. It's about 6 feet long. And I'd like you to sit on it. Let yourself rest. I want you to be aware of those weeds that you saw in your path and the way the holes filled when the weeds were pulled. I want you to be aware of any weeds that you may have within you. Anything in your heart that needs pulling. Any roots that have settled there that need to be pulled, that have no need to be there anymore. I want you to be aware of what's in the heart, in your heart. And I'd like you to deliberately breathe in. And as you're breathing out, I'd like you to pull with that breath out whatever it is that you have there, that weed, that emotion that's burdening you, and let it go. And as you breathe in, I want you to become aware of that hole that was left being filled by that prana with that breath in, and become aware of the personality of that prana. Prana is love. Prana is balance. Prana is harmony. In the same way the holes were filled in the soil, become aware of that hole being left in your chest, filled with that loving prana, and releasing that weed. Become aware of where else in your heart you need to release. And at this time, let them go. All the weeds that are sitting there, breathe out and let them go. If it needs to be a sigh, sigh, but let them go. And as you're breathing in, let the holes be filled with that prana. Let the holes be filled with love and balance and harmony. Allow serenity and peace to be what fills those holes. Letting go of judgment, letting go of anger, letting go of fear. Allowing balance and harmony and ease. Become aware of how that feels. And at this time, I'd like you to invite your loved ones to sit on the bench with you. Even the loved ones with whom you haven't spoken. Even the loved ones where maybe a bridge has been broken. Invite them to sit with you on this bench, around you. And at this moment, let them know how much you love them. At this moment, let them know how much you've missed them. And at this moment, let them know you're at peace, that you've released, you've let go. No judgment, no fear, no anger. And allow them to give, receive their love. Allow yourself to give and allow yourself to receive. At this moment, be one with that love. At this moment, be one in that serenity and that peace. Become aware of your breath as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Point your toes away from you and relax them. Make a fist of your hands and hold them tight and relax them. Bring your right arm overhead on the ground and turn onto your right side. Don't get up. Just lay your head down on your upper arm or your right upper arm. Bend your left knee and bring it on the ground in front of you. The right leg is straight. And bring the left hand on the ground in front of you. Let the back relax. Stay in this position. Become aware of the state in which your body is right now. Become aware of being that. Aware of being that love. So hum. Slowly and gently, please. Use your arms, don't use your back, and sit up facing me with your eyes closed. Bring your palms in your lap, right palm holding the left, and the thumbs gently touching each other. Keep your eyes closed. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Put your mind where your heart is. And put your heart where your mind is. Let that be what guides you. Om Shanti. Namaste. And slowly and gently, take your time. When you're ready, open your eyes. Hari Om.